Wow.
Hulk hate Rams. Hulk drinking heavily at Rams game. You see Hulk fist bumps, not handshakes. We slap upside the head.
Guys, if you're at SoFi Stadium on Thursday, look out for Tommy. Literally look out for him. He might be
I'm coming off the top rope. You do it too.
Also, shout out to Glad to Be King. What do you guys think about Titania joining the Thunderbolts? That's the first time hearing of that. I like that as a concept. Prometheus 300 saying Hawkeye is the best Avenger. Ooh, you might be on a lonely island there, Prometheus 300. I don't know. With that, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Brandon Barrick, Angelica Trey, Tommy Bechtold. Thank you, Mad Lib Master. Thank you all in the chat. We'll be back tomorrow live on The Break Room.
Adios.
Bye.
Rain again. Yeah, more fucking water. It's clear now. Look at yours. I gotta brush it. God damn it. I broke the hair band, the hair rubber band that I'm using. God damn it. It's fucking flimsy anyway, it doesn't last very long. It's like a fucking timing belt on a car. Stupid shit. Yeah, this thing is impossible.
And then they amended it afterwards.
last very long, but attach some nuts in it. Yeah, I pretty much turned everything off on this phone. Not even the SD card slot works anymore. Everything is. Apparently, there's an SM command to turn off external storage. Who knew? Let's see if it charges. It's probably still not going to charge. Very beautiful day. Another beautiful day in paradise. A very excellent day. It's a very excellent kind of day. Muy excelente. Oh, my feet are killing me right now. Froze the hell over. It wasn't very cold. It's the EMF and the fucking that dog shit, radioactive dog shit they put in my shoes that causes them to freeze. Sometimes it can be burning hot overnight without the shoes on. Sometimes it freezes over. They freeze over and it feels like frostbite. Almost, especially in the wintertime. It's like fucking frostbite, you know. That's what that is. Yeah, probably. This Android 12 has too many advantages over 11. It seems so far. So I might end up keeping this as is for now. September is not out yet. I'll download the OTA and see how it is. But so far it's looking like I might actually go ahead and keep this as is. But if it doesn't, fast charge. I'll figure something out. I'm very, very tired. Keeping it for now. No, I don't like going big on business fast charge because when you're homeless, you need to fast charge and you need to charge immediately, not in 3 hours. You need half an hour, 40 minutes. That's it. So. But it seems to be better on battery. It doesn't overheat as much, at least so far. So the photo editor crashes. It'll randomly crash when you edit photos and save them. So it probably needs a photo editor update. Usually, it's more or less accessibility had the same issue with accessibility crashing. Photo editor is doing the same, crashing. And if I apply an update to photo editor, it might stop crashing. Because accessibility stops crashing if you apply an update and it works normally. And then you can uninstall the package. Because I don't trust. I don't trust these. It should be okay, I think. So I had an issue with with an accessibility update that was hacking the phone. But I think it was just whatever was, it was probably whatever was already on the phone before I was doing it. So I think applying, because with accessibility you can put in your settings with the update and then uninstall the update and the settings are still there. So I think if I apply an update to Photo Editor, download an APK from somewhere online, and update the Photo Editor, because they got new versions of the apps every couple of days. There's always a new version. So if I apply an update, I think it might fix the crashing Photo Editor. So I'm just going to say that they're crazy. So, you know how many times I put in Sylvester Stallone with Tony Blair? 3 or 4 times. That guy was, that match always goes missing. Sylvester Stallone and Tony Blair. It always goes missing from the list. I must have put it in 4 times by now. Put it in again this morning. Yeah. Hugh Jackman is also Tony Blair, by the way. That's right. Hugh Jackman is also Tony Blair. I think he should be in there. I know I put him in. I know I did. I couldn't have missed that match. Hugh Jackman and Tony Blair. I know it's in there. I know I did those gifts. No way I would have missed that in the past. I need to download Hugh Jackman stuff. I think I might. No, I don't have it. I need to download it again. So, media storage crashing on this one. Sort of kind of does it, not all the time. Still deletes files in 33s. In multiples of 33 33 files at a time. So it does it faster. It does delete files faster. And I did see some media storage crashes, but now it's very, very stable. Apparently, you can fix this issue with the SM tool in ADB. The SM formatting tool, disk tools that you have in ADB. Because he was doing it, and then I used the SM commands. There's an option in there to turn off external storage, apparently. And it worked, because the SD card is not being read on the A52, only the A50 reads it now. So, yeah, it's a plus. I mean, the storage is not crashing all the fucking time. But it still deletes files in 33s. 33 files at a time. It's faster, though. It does it faster. You can still see 33. So it's 33 files at a time. But, you know, it's fine. You know, if it doesn't charge, I'll figure something out. There's actually more stuff that I can uninstall. But, you know, I haven't gotten around to it yet because I wanted to see if it's another way that I can fix it without uninstalling more stuff. But this is good. This is I'm okay with it. I can charge it if I turn it off. And charge it now. Even though I can't use it, an hour is a long time to waste. Not being able to use the phone while you charge it. You know, if you wait an hour, you definitely want to use it. Actually, I want to go to Tesla and get some because it's getting a little bit absurd with the so much cherry press. More stuff to carry. I think carrying around additional stuff because this bag is heavy. Believe it or not, it's mostly, I think I have so many USB wires in here. It's actually most of the weight in the bag. USB wires, power cables and shit. There's not a lot of stuff. The laptop shouldn't be that heavy. You know, it feels heavy. You know, it's 25 pounds. I don't know, 20 pounds. I don't know what's in it because I can't find a lot of stuff. You know, so it feels heavy. You know. And it's mostly USB wires and shit that are the heaviest. I got a lot of them because of this charging problem. I started some 4 years ago. It's I bought a lot of USB wires, so I'm not even using them, but you know, it's good to have. You know, good to have. I'm not even using most of them. I'm only using 2 or 3 wires out of all the wires that I have. It's a lot of fucking copper in there. Oh, and the pants I got in there now. The pants are weighing quite a bit. Wash them. Today, the friends of Essex are coming. We opened up a Samsung store over here to my right, and then they shut it down. There was a Samsung store 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I don't know what happened. They shut it down. They're doing remodeling in there. I'm not sure what they're doing. But yeah, it was a Samsung store 2 weeks ago. Now it's being remodeled. Hungry, I'm trying to buy food. So I think I am going to buy food. It's some of this change out. See if we have any more. Got plenty of it. Got no more pounds. Yeah, I'm spitting when I'm talking because I'm salivating for no reason. Because I ate a bunch of fucking poison yesterday. That's why. And like I said, this poison. It was Jeff Goldblum. He was making fun of it. When you eat the shit that I'm eating, then we can talk. You know. But I don't think Jewish Jeff Goldblum is eating the shit that I'm eating. Yeah, that's not a lot of change. 60, 80. 1 pound 80, 90, 58, 50. Soviet. Let's see what we got for Soviet here. Yeah, it's too much money. It's 45. It's not bad. I don't feel like carrying that around. Actually, that's the issue. 1 pound. It's 1 pound 30, 40, 1 pound 40, that's all I have. I change. The guy brought himself familiars from across the Asian continent. It's a third. Alright, let's see what we got in here. 2 custody tarts. 4. That's the stuff right here. Yeah, we got some of these custards. It's very good, I really like it. Very delicious. It's gonna take away some of the burping and poison the shit out of me. Yeah. I'm partially blind. Yeah, sometimes they give you the receipt, sometimes not. There's the payout. Yeah, delicious. I could probably eat 100 of these a day if I really tried. You know, I could probably eat 100 of these a day. Egg custard tarts. Delicious.
and
Very delicious, very tasty. I gotta look at Julia Roberts again. I did some, maybe 3 sets, 4 sets, a long time ago, and I never did any more after that. I'm gonna look at that again and see so I can take off on that one. Like I said, this very much operates like a cult. Secrecy. Secrecy is its #1 trait if you look at this situation. The gifts, the list, the theft, the mechanics of it, which I still don't understand. It has all the traits of a secret cult. You understand? And apparently, according to the Five Eyes, it's a cult that runs at the expense of the white male. It's not the way I feel about it, it's the way it is. You know, it has nothing to do with the way I feel about it. It's the way it is. Understand? It's very much a secret gig and a secret cult that runs entirely at the expense of the white male. Understand? That's the way it is. It's not the way I feel about it. It's the way it fucking is. All right then. Let's do some washing. And the custard wasn't good either, but it was okay. Understand? It wasn't good either, but it was okay to eat. Friends of Essex are coming. They're going to bring something nice. still trickling rain right now, a little bit. Really annoying if it rains again. Got plenty of rain yesterday. Do some washy-washy. I got a 10-pound note, but I need that to save that for shoes later if I get any more money. Because these shoes are going to wear out very fast. Let's see. Yeah, there's kind of an irony, a big irony in Rings of Power, in that just like Sauron would have done, they corrupted the original work of Tolkien, just like Sauron would have done. I mean, there's a huge irony in there if you take into account the original work of Tolkien, where he would be Sauron, the evil wizard who would corrupt the original work of Tolkien. That's the irony of it. That's what they did. Yeah.
This train has 8 trains. At 11:10, Southeastern service to Athens International. There are 3 minutes available. The next train starts at 1 will be the 11:12 Southeastern service to Gloucester via Lisbon.
Okay. They're cleaning now. Of course. Of course they are. Yeah, let's just go to the bar and board. Now, what is what is Middle Earth? Middle Earth would have been Doggerland. That's the old piece of land that sunk. It's also described in The Lord of the Rings as elvish. Tolkien work, it talks about elvish territory that was sunk for whatever reason, and you have that here. You have that here in Western Europe where Doggerland was sunk as well. That's Middle Earth combining reality with fiction. So that's the that's the story of it's a work of fiction based on some reality, if you will. So that piece of information in Tolkien is associated with Doggerland, that sunk at the end of the Ice Age. So that would be more or less what you would call Middle Earth, which is more or less Western Europe. So it's not fucking raining again. So let's put the bar in charge. Like I said, the irony that I haven't heard anybody mention is that the series itself corrupts the original work of Tolkien and does exactly what Sauron would have done, which is corrupt something that is more or less pure, right, in its writing and description, right? So, and they haven't really said that. That's the big irony of it. The series itself corrupts the original work of Tolkien just like Sauron would have done, right? But that's not mentioned. That's the big irony. They also don't say the M word, like I said. Say the M word, say Marxism. That's what it is. It's fictional. But because they borrowed from Lord of the Rings, and Tolkien borrowed, just like say I borrow 5 minutes of a movie or 5 seconds of a movie, or I borrow 6 seconds to make a GIF from a movie, they borrowed Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and corrupted it just like Sauron would have done, right? Because that's what Sauron does. And they don't say that. Nobody has mentioned this irony. They also don't say the M word. Say the M word, Marxism. And they don't say the M word because Marxism is associated with the Russian Revolution, which is what these loons had in America in the past, since they stole it back, more or less. But really since the 60s. Really since the 60s. That's when they felt predisposed to Marxism. And it's the reason why the word M, the M word is not mentioned by anybody critical on YouTube of the Rings of Power. Because, like I said, Marxism is associated with the Russian Revolution, which is what America is going through. That's what America is going through. Yeah, it's raining pretty bad right now. If it was nice and clear when I got up, now it's raining. It's probably going to rain for the rest of the day. Is the backlash against these loons in Hollywood that are entertaining this framing program and the corruption of Lord of the Rings or She-Hulk, is the backlash big enough? It's not. It really isn't. The backlash is digital. You're not going to see this backlash in the streets. No one's going to go out there and protest that the Rings of Power corrupted Tolkien, The backlash is digital. It's of no consequence if it's digital. Yeah, my backlash to what they did is of consequence. But if you're just complaining, if you're just on YouTube to complain about it, it's not really of any consequence. Because people are still going to watch it, they're going to download it, they're going to buy it, etc., etc. understand it's not, you know, the backlash on YouTube to what they're doing is more or less digital, and it's of no consequence. Because, you know, you cannot, obviously, people are interested in seeing that kind of material. You know, it does have some merits. It's kind of visually appealing to some extent. Yeah, some of the dialogue is not very good, but like I said, you know, if it's a digital backlash where you just go on there and give your 1-star review, it's not, you know, it's not good enough to make, you know, to be of any consequence. People are still going to watch it, they're going to buy it, they're going to subscribe, etc., because, you know, they want to, you know, it's something to watch. Like I said, you know, it's something to watch. It's entertaining to some extent. Visually, it's appealing. Maybe the acting is, in my opinion, kind of okay, but the dialogue is probably not okay. You know, so, you know, the backlash, yeah, is digital, but it's of no consequence. Here we go. Let's see when that drops. I'm using a 6-foot USB wire. It's 6 feet. I don't know. Oh, shit. God damn it, man. I thought we were going to have a nice day today. So miserable, man. This rain is so miserable. It's miserable. You know, it really is. Goddamn miserable fucking rain, man. Every fucking day. Dreadful. Really dreadful right now. Obviously, if it slows down, usually 36, 60%, it likes to be messianic in that way. It slows down right around 36 or 60%, sometimes 65. Let's see what it does. so good. I got here late. I got up late because I got up around 8. It was 8 something, maybe 7 something. I got here late. They're gonna open up. They're gonna open up in a minute now. chopper overhead. Alright, so that's 60. Usually if there's something wrong, it dies off around 60, 65, 63. Usually that's when it gets dropped down to 1600 milliamps. This is okay now, obviously. That's the speed that it should be. It should be like that until 90%. Temperature 28, exactly what it should be. 25 watts is not fast charging. This is normal charging today. You know, 65 is fast charging. 120 watts, that's fast charging. 25 is not. There's no reason why it should be above 28 degrees Celsius. If it is, there's something wrong. So this is normal now. Started raining again. It's going to continue like this all goddamn fucking day. Goddamn miserable fucking rain. Stuck here. Can't really, I want to go back to the box, but I can't make it during the rain, so I might be stuck here until Chow May Top. Yeah, this soup is tearing up in the crotch again. I need another 5-10 pounds to get an Amazon cart to buy another one. But I need shoes again soon, so they're wearing out quickly. So. Open up the bar here. It's pretty cool to the touch. As it should be. Someone was saying that finding Asian matches is helping me the most. As if the Allies forgot that the Bolsheviks used Asiatic Mongolian troops and Chinese troops against Germany. Why would making these people Asian, these Hollywood actors, TV personalities, and politicians Asian, help me? Why all of a sudden is Germany responsible for how Asian these people are? Since when? Since when? Because as I recall, it was the Allies that, allied themselves with Russia. And then Russia and the Bolsheviks used Asiatic troops, Mongolian and Chinese, against Germany. Why would those gifts of me making these people Asian help me more than anything? Since when? Do you see a collusion between white people and Asians? And since when have you seen me date any Asians? That's the question that I have for this crew. When the fuck did you see white people collude with your fucking Asian cousins? When did you see that exactly? When the fuck did these delusional schizos see white people collude with Asians on communism? When the fuck did that happen? Because that's what they're saying. They're saying, those gifts, when you make them Asian, those help you out the most. Why? Why? Since when the fuck did you see white people collude with their communist, with communist China or any communism whatsoever? When the fuck did you see that happen? Because as I recall, it was the Bolsheviks that used Asiatic troops against Germany, and the Allies with Eisenhower used blacks. They used black troops to attack Germany from the south. What a surprise. And it's been coming up for a while. At least, like I said, this started in Munich around 2018, I think it was, when this Soviet got the bright idea to bring his Asian cousins around. I think it was 2018 in Munich when I first saw it. And again, I don't have anything against Asian people. It's another Western proxy controlled by the West. That's why the Chinese military didn't say anything about the Western allies poisoning the food supply with COVID. And that is exactly what is happening. There is no fucking airborne virus. Yeah, that's why they don't say that in their Chinese state media, which is supposed to be state media, meaning they have the best interests of the state at heart, right? They're looking out for the interests of the state of China. I haven't heard their media or their military say anything about the Western allies poisoning the food with COVID. Yeah, because it's a Western proxy set up and controlled by the West. That's why they don't say that. Because the Chinese state media would have said it by now, and so would have the Chinese military. They would have said it by now, wouldn't they? But they haven't said that, even though it's true. So because they don't say it, because they don't say this, even though it is true, it means that China, just like Russia, is another Western proxy set up by the West entirely and controlled by the West entirely. That's what it means. But like I said, this guy, like I said, it started in 2018 when I saw Chinese Asian activity pick up. I first saw it in 2007. In Lawrenceville, Georgia, at the second apartment that I got, which was at 1400 Harrington Road, apartment 20006. Because above me, I was at the terrace level, ground level, more like a basement level. And above me, they moved in an Asian with a live-in boyfriend and drove a two-door Honda Accord. He was a V6 two-door Honda Accord black. And that one was very suspicious. They showed up there after I did. And then, like I said, this Asian activity that I've been seeing around here picked up in 2018 in Munich. That's when I first saw it. Again. So, like I said, that's what they've been saying for the past 3 years or so. Yeah, man, when you find these Asian matches, it really helps you out. Why is it helping you out? When was the last time that you saw white people collude with Chinese communism or any kind of communism, which again is a proxy of the West, set up by the West and controlled by the West? When did you see this exactly? Because as I recall in World War II, like I said a million times before, the Bolsheviks used Asiatic armies against Germany, and then Eisenhower was using black troops in Germany from the south of Germany, to invade Germany. It was French colonial troops. So once again, the colorful allies found white people, just like they did in South Africa, just like they did in Germany, and with the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and with the Weimar Republic, which was not a dictatorship, and attacked them with their colorful armies of Asians and black people. That's what the Allies did. They found white people and attacked them with their colorful armies. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and calm down a little bit. And just find something else to do. Make some more gifts, that's for sure. That Riddler guy. Imagine that Chinese billionaire. The Chinese billionaire's son. Really took the cake for me, really did it for me. I mean, that's, it is quite something, like I said. And like I said, the fact that the West doesn't plan to maintain any racial differences between themselves and the Chinese or the Russians shows you just how fake this Chinese Russian nemesis is, and how controlled it is by the West, set up by the West. And it's a proxy of the West. Understand? Because like I said, even though they are complaining about Huawei phones are fucking us in the ass, and Huawei phones and equipment and 5G equipment is very dangerous, even though they already have Hikvision cameras in here that are, that are in the million, 1 million last I heard from BBC, I think it was, or 4-channel news or something. That's not at all, that's not at all a security risk. Apparently Huawei phones are. And like I said, if the West doesn't plan on maintaining any racial differences between themselves and Asians or blacks or whatever, what is all this complaining, guy, about your Chinese and Russian proxy all of a sudden? What is all this bickering? If you don't plan on maintaining racial differences between you and your enemies, who you say are your enemies, even though you obviously control them, what is all this fucking bickering, guy? Huh? Like I said, the West, even communism itself, Soviet Russia itself, Bolshevism, all of it done by the West, controlled by the West, and set up by the West to be a proxy. All of it. All of it. Taped up his entire scooter. He's got a duct tape scooter made out of duct tape. My God, word. I didn't sleep very well, but today my head doesn't hurt. Believe it or not, I woke up without too much of a headache, even though I didn't sleep at all. I'm going to download this video from YouTube right now, and then I'll go to the box. You know, you should be very suspicious because Russia, Soviet Russia, won a war against Germany, yes, and now they are struggling in Ukraine, which obviously should be less of an equal in military power. You know, it should be very suspicious, and it is suspicious. I wanted to download a video from YouTube. They're cheating? My gosh. If only white people would have been afforded the same rights as this Soviet Marxist fucking prick has now. Imagine where white people would be today. Man, imagine that for a second. If only white people would be allowed to cheat every now and then. Wow. What a privilege, huh? Yeah. Cheating is a privilege, I hear. They're cheating? No shit, guys. No fucking shit. If only white people would be allowed to cheat every now and then. Imagine where we would be. Mm-hmm.